Right, this is purely entertainment, right? Training. Now, remember, all violence is wrong. But we're talking about here for training and having some fun. Hypothetically, let's imagine now, okay, you are in the supermarket and you're doing some shopping with your beautiful family, okay? And some arsehole is standing in front of you with a shopping trolley full of unhealthy food, right? And the guy starts looking over behind, looking at your trolley like, or like, could you hurry up a bit, please? The first thing you do is you push it to the side a little bit. You ain't got much space. Do a Jackie Chan in his head. Fucking in his fucking teeth, right? In his fucking head, right? The next thing you need to do, okay, is if you're waiting for the bus and you don't want to get caught in the rain, okay? If you're in the rain and you're standing there and someone's got their umbrella or whatever and they won't let you stand there. They won't let you get there, you know, and they won't let you go there. And they're looking at you like there's a problem. They won't let you get under to shelter yourself from the rain. And they're looking at you like you're a homeless man just because you can't afford the same expensive fucking shit they're eating, standing with their fancy fucking Subway sandwiches and shit. The first thing you do, right, is you look at them and say, is that a nice... So, do you like biting baguettes, you cunt? Remember to breathe and knock his teeth out. Until he shits bacon, alright? Now, if he didn't shit bacon, you should smell eggs now, okay? At this time, you will smell eggs coming from his arsehole. When you smell the eggs coming, you know this man had breakfast, okay? Now, if he didn't lose his eggs in the process of this, the chances are he just had shells and he called himself Ding Dong. Now, if you're standing there, if you're in the funeral, if you're on time for your own funeral, okay, they won't let you blame the hearse driver for you being late. So you'll be there. Let's say you're in the grave, or you're just feeling this a little bit too warm in the cremation furnace. Let's say you're in the grave, okay, already. You're going down. They're there. Someone's eating a ham or one of them weird pork haslet sandwiches in the back, and they've got a choir there, people clicking, you know, and they're singing the soul, yeah, and Jesus Christ, oh Lord, and they're singing there, right? It's like they don't believe what they're saying, and they're singing, and they're all crying, right? And there's people mourning. All right, what are you doing tomorrow? We're going to the safari fucking kids park. And they're there, and you're going down in the grave. They didn't give a fuck. Motherfuckers. And you're going down in the grave, right? And it's a bit too morbid. You know what I mean? And, you know, and for that guy to scratch the side of his bum cheek there while you was going down, you know it's time to sit back up. It's time to sit back up in the grave, walk over to the man, grab him by his throat with the bare fist of death, and just go, just fucking do that. Just fucking... and knock his fucking teeth out. You know? fucking teeth. Focused into the fucking point. So we'll switch places. And he goes in the grave. Alive, but feeling worse in his existence. What you first need to do is punch the dark matter out of him. What you fucking got to do is you kick. There's going to be a shift in the organisation of his atoms. Into his atoms, okay? And what you do is you go, hello, my friend. Fucking teeth. And what you do then is, the first thing you do is, right, you remember something. No. Not the cheese that you left on the shopping aisle the other day. But what you remember is, as you're in the grave, you're thinking, shit, where's my boss? Where's those people in my job? They didn't turn up for my funeral. Shake it off. Get that grave dust off your shoulder. Walk up to the workplace. Right, the man's sitting in his office. Right, in the office for work, and you're there. And you knock on the door, you say, hello. You open the door like this, you go knocking on the door. When at the door, you can kick the door open, okay? Knock the door, all right, open the door. You push it open, softly, and say, don't mind if I do. Fucking teeth, man, no? Or maybe you're there, okay? So, oh, my friend, do you like sitting at that desk there with your fancy computer? Your IBM cunt? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I understand. You say, oi, Simus, I'm gonna fuck you on Noizimus. Noizimus, you fucking prick. And when you see that bastard, you say, stop fucking smoking. Fucking prick. Because it's gonna take your lungs out, you cunt. Yeah? And then you go, peace to you and your tomorrow, my friend. Okay? Then what you do is you say, where'd you buy that vodka? Cover your fucking head in case he hits you with it, and you smash the fucking vodka out of his fucking penis hole. After you bust his fucking guts, turn on the side, so if he has a boner, you piss into the other fucking weirdo guy's mouth. As you turn around, that's covering up from any sexual abuse from the guy. Tie him in the fucking bush, chop him up there. Okay? You block it, make a punch there, and on his fucking teeth, as you can see. Okay? Now, what you're going to do next, okay, is you come in. When the bastard's behind, you can also do a double strike. So the guy behind you there, okay? Sink your knee as a good base as you're doing it, okay? Now, okay, if he's talking shit, just shut your fucking mouth, because I'm talking now, just cunt, elbow in this fucking thing. You don't need to talk to the bastard, because he can't understand your language of the Tao and the yin yang, so you don't need to talk to him. So when he comes up to you, right, you say, hey, my friend, do you want some yin and yang, or do you want some Coca-Cola? Fucking prick. You know what I'm saying? I said, do you want tea or coffee, bastard? You know what I'm saying? Do you want tea, coffee, or fucking tiger, bitch? Now, as he's coming, okay, and he's telling you which way to go, you say, eat some fucking thing in your fucking mouth, bitch. And he's coming up to you, as he's coming up to you like that, his fucking teeth. The first thing you want to do, okay, is make sure that you cover so his breath doesn't go in your face as you kick him into his little lucky bag. Fucking twat. Okay. The next thing you go to the opticians and they say sit down in the opticians, and you sit there and they say, okay, Mr. Clark, have a look. Can you see the letters up there, A, B, C, D? I'm looking there, and you say, okay, well, no, and they start to shine a weird light, burning your fucking retinas out. The same way the doctors poison you to get money for the, so you stop paying for the shit toxic medicine and that for your early death, and just to make enough of you before they put you to the grave. You know, they rather spend money on the furnaces. They probably fucking I don't even know, man. They probably piss in your urn. But you're there, okay, in the place having an optician and eye checkup, okay. And when you're there, what happens is they say, you know, you need a pair of glasses, my friend. And I said, you need a fucking mask, you cunt, you know. So when they come up to you, okay, and they say to you, Richard, you need to wear. I said, Mr. Clark, you need glasses. I said, you need a fucking basket. You need a fucking casket, you cunt. I said, you need a watermelon, mate. I said, they said, oh, have you added me on WeChat? Have you added me on Facebook? Have you added me on Facebook yet? I said, have this for your face. Have a face foot, you cunt. fucking face, you bastard, don't they? And they say, yeah, you know what, at the end of the day, right, when they're coming at you, right, when they're coming at you looking like yesterday's rejects, the first thing you got to do is just go in the guts. They ain't got the guts, so you land a few shots in the guts. Yesterday's reject in the guts. Okay, now, as you're punching the living shite out of him, he remembers that he's a man. He's a fucking man, cunt. And he remembers that he's a man. And what happens then is, when he remembers he's a man, he remembers he forgot he's a balls. And the fucking cunt chokes on him. You know what I'm saying? Now when the man comes up to you like that, talking like he's got helium on his brain, the first thing you do is say to him, "This is not a beauty parlour, my friend." Crane's beak, back of the head, to shame him for his own nuisanceness. Now, when you see a wanker, there's clearly a wanker because his hands are shaking like, "Oh, I just got a wank now." The first thing you want to do is say, "Wuss, have you had too much of a sugar intake today? You should be watching Cobra Kai, you cunt, mate, because you know what it's all about." And you get into your position ready for the wanker, just in case he tries to bum you in the fucking arse, right? Which is not on, which is why I've got my army trousers to protect my bum crack today, and a green t-shirt. Green makes you look mean, I don't know. And I'm standing here, okay, and I'm just farting him. Now let's imagine I come at him like, imagining that I'm wielding a katana sword, although it's just two bare hands, and I'm ready to split this fucking, slice him straight in half with the energy of the Budo. Now let's imagine, okay, this motherfucker, right, has forgotten to take his drugs, his aspirin, his pill for this, his pill for that, his chill pill. He's doing it all, you know, he's basically, he voted for this, he's voted for that. Well, guess what, you're living in a shithole. Nowadays, isn't it? Let's imagine the bastard, right, he's coming at you now. Let's imagine the man's choking on his own tongue, and you're like, "What you say, man?" Fucking teeth out. And then what you do is you go, see? Okay, hallelujah. Fucking prick. And shuts the fuck up. Now, let's imagine, okay, that you and your family are having a lovely day at the circus watching the clowns. And you go home and someone tries to sell something to one of your kids. And someone tries to chop the bottom and top half of your families up and switch them up to make him into some weird kind of fucking horror scene, you know what I mean? And he's got a Michael Myers mask on. You know what to do. We've just gone over that, right? Now let's imagine someone comes at you, some weirdo, and paints a weird description, a weird kind of image on a piece of material and says you need to bow to that. That's the new flag you're bowing down to. Well, the first thing you need to do is put it over his head, tie it, and say, "You don't want to see this, bitch." It's not the living. His fucking teeth. Okay? Now, and you say, "Oh, I saw." He said, "Hey, I don't know what do you say?" Fucking bitch. And you say, "I don't know what you're saying, man." You know what I mean? No? And you say, the guy comes at you, yeah? And he says, "Let me take you down I do ground style. You're like, let me take you down, my love. You try to grab you and take you to the ground and bum you. What you do is you go, fuck you, I'll bum that, you fucking slag. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's another protest going on the roads. I can't get to work. I can't get to work, you cunt. Fist always facing the bastard. Like, I know you ain't got a face, but still. You know. And then it's like, you walk into the gym like, what? Get the fuck out of me, this is my punching bag, you cunt. You walk into the gym, yeah? You walk into the gym and it's like you turn on the music. Like, boof, 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 boof. You walk in there, what the fuck, bitch? You walk in there, okay? People in there training on the bag, in the gym. Got the women and the men on the running machines. Okay? And the man's there doing some exercise. And they all look at you like, huh, it's the skinny person, skinny guy, skinny girl coming in. Are you really coming in here to work out? First you just go, I saw fucking work out. And you go proper fucking Tony Jong back on them. I saw and then fucking gob out, okay? You say, Oish, can you give me a hand? I say, no, I can give you an elbow. You can't. I say, what do you like? You're a nice guy. Then what you do is you remember reading a book to get the knowledge as you're fucking your mouth. Two hands helping each other. Tiger, the mother and the son. In a strong stance. That's it. Okay? Now, as this fucking ugly bastard comes at you saying trick or treat, it's just not Halloween, okay? Remember, it's not Halloween, okay? I'm in the hospital having a nice sleep and you're talking too loud. Shut the fuck up, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Okay? I'm in the cinema and you're eating some shit too loud and I can't hear the movie. Just shut your fucking mouth, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the cinema, I'm watching a movie like Avengers 4 or something, and you're there with your big head in front of mine. I say, excuse me, my friend, tapping on the shoulder, I can't see the fucking wood for the, I can't see what I paid for. And the guy's like, well, you should have found that the next time. And you go, and you fucking into his fucking teeth. And then you just go, oh, and if you're Buddhist, you say, oh, Mitova, when you finish it, okay? That's a very easy way to do it. If you're Buddhist. If you're not, you don't say that. Now, what happens then, okay, is when you're there and you go, let's say you're on the aeroplane, and you say, fucking hell, man, can you hurry up? I wanna get there because I feel sick. I get travel sick. Can you hurry up, man? You know, you've got the option, you know what I'm saying? Now let's imagine, okay, again, you go down to tie your shoes up, and there you go. You accidentally go down, poke your eyeball out on someone's boner, or you get choked on a transgender's cock. And like, fucking hell, I thought this was Thailand. You know what I'm saying? You're in Thailand. You're in Thailand. It's like, oh, okay, why you come to Thailand? Right? Why you come to Thailand, right? And you're there, you know, busting, losing your shit on Pattaya Beach, right? And you go to Thailand, okay? And a woman comes to you, and she says, oh, you're so handsome guy. And they go, and they come in from everywhere. Yeah, man, I'm here for the party. And the woman comes to you, okay, you're so handsome guy. And you go there, and you see the man that's got a fucking boner bigger than an HB pencil. That's why we put the art in the Marshall. And you say, right, you are not fucking my arsehole tonight. 99 people. 100. Yeah? And you beat the chocolate out of his fucking biscuit. You know what I'm saying? And what you do next one is, let's imagine, okay, you missed the bus. Too late, my friend. Now, right, now let's imagine, okay, that, what can we imagine in the world of dreams? Let's imagine you look at the clock, and you're either too early or too late, you know. You look at the clock, okay? You look at the clock, and you're not happy with the time. You're not happy with the time. Again, it happened yesterday, and it happened today as well. You know, okay? And someone knocks on your door, and someone comes to you, and they say, well, you should have been there 5 minutes ago. When you was laying there trying to get a nice sleep. The first thing you do is you get out of the bed. You're not going to put them on the bed because they're not your attractive type. You want to be drilling. You feel me? Listening to drill music, you drill and grime and that. But what you do is you roll out of the bed like a Jackie Chan stunt team member, okay? And you say, right, now what would you like to have? Would you like to have some creamy delight? You cut in your... Do some weird breathing motions. And they'll think you're weird. And you say, I am ready for you, you bastard. If you want to go to the mantis or the monkey, you can. Oh, okay? When you're coming in. And they say, fucking hell, this guy been watching too many movies. He was supposed to go to Thailand and he ended up in Hong Kong. I'll say, right, bitch. I used to come to this playground when I was a kid. Get the fuck out of here now. I might be an adult, but I got bullied out of it. I want to go on the swings. I want to go on the roundabout. I'm not going to swing with your mum. I want to go on the climbing frame and I want to go on that fucking slide. Right? And I want to go on the Helter Skelter. Well, I'll probably be safe actually. So you want to go on the Helter Skelter, bruv? I am not Charles Manson, mate. But even when I do need a haircut. But look, you're going in there and you say, right, now. I see something that you don't see in a CCTV. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is make sure you've got the techniques ready to fuck them up with so good. You know, I say to you, bastard. Right? When they come up to you, right, you go. And finish him off. Okay? Thank you for watching. Please, don't use violence unless you're forced to in self-defense. Peace.